good at all as he's virtually cheered off by his own fans. Shirt comes off. Xhaka is away down the tunnel.
Nelson has to get his shot right.
On November 29, 2019, Arsenal made a change. A change that many doubted but changed their future forever. After a string of poor results and a 7-game winless streak, Arsenal parted ways with manager Unai Emery and made a bold move in hiring ex-Arsenal player Mikel Arteta. Plenty of teams have tried this approach before and failed, such as Frank Lampard at Chelsea and Alan Shearer at Newcastle. And I know I wasn't the only one at the time who thought he wouldn't even make it to the end of the season, with this being his first ever managerial job in football.
Arteta would have been a complete disaster. Arteta hasn't managed a paper bag. He might turn out to be a great coach. Let's wait and see. But it's Guardiola doing the business over there at City, not Arteta. So I'm thrilled we've got a guy who's a winner. And he's overperformed with teams. That's what we need.
So how did Arteta completely change everyone's mind? He did previously have experience working under Pep Guardiola, which is not a bad manager to learn under, where he helped City become the first team to ever reach 100 points in the Premier League. Arteta is very animated on the sidelines, and when City would score, he would go mental. However, there was one team he never celebrated against. Arsenal boasts a rich history, and Mikel Arteta fully understands that, having been a part of it himself. Under Arsene Wenger's management, he helped the club win back-to-back FA Cups. Arteta's experience as a former player and captain of the club was crucial in his efforts to reunite the fan base and restore the atmosphere at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal had been on the decline for years. Fans stopped attending games, the stands were constantly quiet and full of empty red seats. It seemed like there was no way back for them.
We need to connect again the team with the fans. I sense in the last few seasons there's been a big disconnection and we're losing a lot of power. I said before that they are probably the most important part of the football club. It's going to take some time, the process, but hopefully we can start to engage them a little bit again.
On the 1st of January 2020, Arteta got his first win as Arsenal coach, a 2-0 win over rivals Manchester United at the Emirates. And he didn't stop there. This good form continued as he went on to beat Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final, his former team, where the apprentice outsmarted the master. Arsenal then went on to defeat Chelsea 2-1 in the final, making history as Arteta became the first ever manager at Arsenal to win the FA Cup as a player and a manager. He transformed the doubters into believers, and after securing a trophy in his first season, he earned the support of the fans, an essential step for his long-term vision of restoring Arsenal as one of the best teams in England. However, there was still a long way to go in the league, as at the end of Arteta's first season, they finished in 8th place, just 2 points ahead of Sheffield United. Arteta certainly had a huge task ahead of him, but one thing he wasn't hesitant about was rolling up his sleeves and getting to work to turn things around. During Arteta's time at Arsenal, he's had to make some big decisions, and his first one was getting rid of club captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, as they did not fit the values of the club and the direction Arteta wanted to go in. This was one of the many decisions that Arteta made which received massive criticism and caused debates, as at the time Aubameyang was their main source of goals.
You need a direction, you need a vision, and you need action. And everybody on board has to believe that that direction is where you're going to take us to be successful. If people start to doubt in the process because of one result or two results, or because we made a little mistake here, you have to be ruthless, believe on that, and go.
Arteta didn't panic and started to play more of the youth players which Unai Emery originally introduced into the squad, such as Bukayo Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe and Eddie Nketiah, who managed to replace the goals Aubameyang was scoring. However, they lacked experience when it came to the big games. Over the years, Arteta became known for his strange tactics to get the best out of his players. To start off, he played You'll Never Walk Alone in a training session before playing against Liverpool away.
Let's go!
However, this didn't quite work out for him, as they did proceed to get beat 4-0. Many people mock the idea, but I respect the fact that he's willing to try different approaches to push his team forward. As we'll find out in this video, this was just one of his many interesting approaches to improve this Arsenal team. Arteta even went as far as hiring pickpockets during a team meal to steal the players' watches and phones, driving home the importance of being alert at all times. Some might see us too far, but I think it's genius. Arsenal continually got better and better as the season went on, finishing 5th in the 2021-22 season, getting beaten by rival Spurs to a Champions League spot by 2 points and getting called bottle jobs. So the next season's challenge was to get back into the Champions League after not playing in the competition for 6 whole years. Another key attribute we must talk about that comes to the Arsenal revival is star boy Bukayo Saka, who has slowly become one of the best wingers in the world and the face of Arsenal under Arteta. A creative player who can drive at defenders with no fear, advancing Arsenal's play up the field, and his numbers don't lie either, having 88 goal contributions in the Premier League already at the age of 23. Recruitment is also a key part of any team's success and something that Arteta has been massively praised on. Man City gave away 2 of their players to fellow employee Mikel Arteta and Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko, not seeing Arsenal as a threat. Arteta also made key signings in Trossard, Jorginho and the return of William Saliba, the end of his loan from Marseille. Arsenal are flying and top of the league, 6 points clear with 8 games to go, but it's unfortunate that this Arsenal side were up against a team that went on to win the treble and finished 5 points behind them. Despite their aim just being Champions League qualification and them getting that by finishing second and returning Champions League football to the Emirates, Arteta and his players were devastated after spending 248 days at the top of the table, setting an unwanted record for the longest time a team has led the league without winning the title.
We challenged, and that's what we've asked for. We've put in a real good challenge. No one else has done that. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of the way, people like take the mickey that used top of the league for so long. I ain't. I'm proud of that fact, you know what I mean? We didn't see it through, but it shows that we've improved. We're a good side, and I'd rather be where we were than a certain lot of other clubs.
After the so-called disappointment of the previous season, Arsenal were determined to take the next step and win the Premier League. To bolster their squad, they added some top talent. They broke their transfer record with England's finest and Conference League winner Declan Rice. They also signed Kai Havertz from rivals Chelsea, Jurriën Timber from Ajax, and made a controversial decision by bringing in Brentford goalkeeper David Raya, despite already having Aaron Ramsdale, who had an outstanding season. Arteta got a lot of hate and questions for Havertz's move, but nothing like the hostility he got with the Raya move. But as we all have seen time and time again, Arteta has been proven right, as Raya is now considered one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Arsenal started the season strongly, defeating defending champions Man City 1-0 at the Emirates thanks to a late Gabriel Martinelli goal. The atmosphere now in the stadium was electric, with fans excited to see their team playing again. This victory sent a clear message to City, Arsenal ready to compete at the highest level once again, and after initially letting 2 of their players go to Arsenal, City, one of the greatest teams the league has ever seen, had to now take them far more seriously. Arsenal's progression is evident, from a banter club in 2020 to serious title contenders in 2024, all thanks to Mikel Arteta. Despite missing out on the league again in 23-24 season by only 2 points this time, it just shows how far Arsenal have come from strength to strength, challenging this machine of a Manchester City side. Arteta has turned the club around and they now have a clear identity with a rock-solid defence and a free-flowing attacking style. I wonder just how far Arteta really can take this Arsenal side. But the question is, do you think this is the year Arsenal finally lifts the Premier League trophy, or will Manchester City make it 5 in a row? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, check out our breakdown of why Bukayo Saka is better than Phil Foden.